Okay. I mean, I'm probably like everybody else. I'm late to the party, but I got a million texts. Just want to say our thoughts and prayers are there for Damar Hamlin, and um, we're sending as much positive energy as we possibly can.
Erik, game like this, we've seen a lot of these. Like you say, in the era of the three-pointer, leads go away. It's almost a natural thing of the NBA. Regrouping can be one of the hardest things
Yeah.
in sport. What does it say about a team that loses a 21-point lead, that's losing going into the fourth quarter, and then finds a way?
Look, I know I've said this before, but if you have a 20-point lead in the first half, you can't think that that's just going to play out all the way through, especially against a very good team. And they damn near average 40 points in the third quarter all season long. I mean, they're a big-time third-quarter team. We knew that going in. It was a whole lot better having a cushion, than it being like a 6-point game and then them taking a 15-point lead. They do that to almost everybody in the third quarter. And it wasn't like a lack of effort or focus. They were able to get into the bonus with, just a little under 8 minutes in the third, so they were able to kind of like crawl the game back. But we've been developing some resilience. You have to have that, some collective toughness on the road to be able to withstand a lot of different runs. As Pat always calls it, there's these 5 or 6 skirmishes during the course of the game. You can't expect that one of the skirmishes is going to get you a win. You have to try to, win as many of those skirmishes as you can. And so we were able to rally after that and take an 8-point lead and kind of carry it from there. But there's a lot of different contributions. I thought the second unit, once they got settled, late in the third and early in the fourth, I thought they were terrific. Vic and Gabe defensively with their energy and communication was just contagious and just kind of inspired everybody. Max had some really good plays there. And then Bam was just Mr. Reliable all game long. Look, the Clippers are a very good defensive team. They can do a lot of different coverages, much like us. And they went to their switching lineup, and Bam was able to, mostly on offensive rebounds or pocket passes, he was able to really help us control the game from a paint standpoint. And he and Tyler are just really developing a beautiful chemistry together. They're seeing a lot of different coverages. They watch film together. They work together, before and after practice. They know our two-man combination with the two of them is very important, and they know that they have to be able to find different ways to conquer all the different schemes that great players, that are required, and they earn those kind of different schemes.
You pointed defense being that enemy of this team. What did you like about the defense stabilizing?
Excuse me?
Defense stabilizing things for you guys in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I thought that started before that. With Gabe and Vic up top, they were really good in our zone, and we were able to stabilize our defense at the beginning of the fourth. And then Vic gave us just some really impactful plays on both sides of the floor. Defensively, he was sensational. He just has electrifying quickness laterally, and you can see he's starting to get his confidence in his health and his movement. He's getting his burst back, and then at the beginning of the fourth, his triggers were really good for us. So it was good to see. And then once we were able to stabilize at the beginning of the fourth, then we were able to just play our game.
Spill, you haven't lost this season. Fam has 27-0 now. Well, he's the leading force offensively. What's best?
Yeah, I think what he's doing now, probably better than he ever has in his career. He's reading the defense and what's called for on each possession. And I think our guards, Tyler more than anybody, is getting him the ball. So Bam's scoring rate and finishing rate on assisted opportunities is exceptional, and he's letting the execution and other guys help him get easy baskets. And then when you need him to go get one, now once he sees a bunch of easy ones go, then he can get to a lot of different things. But he's Mr. Reliable. Whatever we need to do defensively, he's able to do it in all the different coverages, all the different lineups. I played him a little bit more on the second unit tonight because of their switching lineup. He's kind of the Swiss Army knife killer. And he was just showed very good IQ with his reads and not necessarily forcing or trying to like post up or bully the switches. It was more done with precision and execution and the offensive rebounding efforts.
You talked about that before about the offensive rebounding.
Yeah.
His offensive rebounding turning it into immediate baskets.
Yeah.
Too.
I learned that early on as a young coach. Biggs, you get your head. I learned it from Pat. You get your head under the rim, a lot of good things can happen. Whether it's switching or not, the ball will find energy. And he was tracking the misses, but when they were switching, he was just making sure that he got his head under the rim to be available for a lot of those relief points. And those were important. If he doesn't get those, maybe the Swiss Army knife switching could flatten us out. Maybe it turns a little bit more in their favor. But like I said, he can be the Swiss Army knife killer, particularly the way he's developing all the different ways that you can punish a defense by just being available and finishing around that circle area.
I think 18 of his 19 shots were in the paint. How much more disciplined is he now?
Really disciplined, and he's just reading the possession and the scheme and what's called for on that particular possession better than I think he's ever done over the course of his career. He's not like trying to go one-on-one and trying to force those kind of plays. He's making the defense have to feel a bunch of stress by either guarding a two-man action with Jimmy or Tyler or Vic. Whatever the scheme is, he's got an incredible touch, at the dots, and that's been earned over, hours and hours of player development. But the offensive rebounding was really key, tonight. And he's just, he's getting guys involved. He's just getting a feel for what to do, in a particular moment that all the great players eventually develop.
All right, guys. Thank
Okay,
you, Coach.
thank you.